Hello friend, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Nicole and I love colorful makeup, and this is what this video is all about, because this is going to be my makeup of the month. Actually I didn't have time to film this for quite a while, so this look is actually from April. This is a look created by Kerry.k. She's a YouTuber and she's also on Instagram. I saw this look on Instagram and I saw it in April, and I already asked her back then in April if it is okay for her that I use her picture for my YouTube video, and I still want to do this look. It's very pretty look. I just didn't have time the last 2 months to film a lot, so I'm doing my makeup of the month of April today. For this look, I blend this look right here. She used 3 of the Cosmic Brushes palettes. I only have 1 of them. I have the Winter Wonderland palette. I don't have the Serenity and the Delicious Delights palette. I don't own these, but I'm sure I will find similar shadows in my collection. I'm very excited to do this look, but this video is also going to be get ready with me, so I'm doing my entire face makeup in this video. I also want to chat about some personal stuff. I don't know if you care about it or not, so I will leave a timestamp for the actual eye makeup portion of this video where I will recreate this beautiful look. But I would say now I will start with my eyebrows first. For my brows, I'm using the Thick It Stick It Brow Gel by NYX Cosmetics. I really enjoy this one. So this is my second makeup of the month. I really enjoyed the first one. I really love recreating the looks of other creators. I think it shows that you appreciate them and that you love the stuff that they're doing. I think someone commented on my last video, I think, that they want to recreate some of my looks, and I got so excited. I think recreating someone's looks, or just wanting to recreate them, I think that is the biggest compliment you can give to a makeup content creator. That's just how it is. I really love to do this type of video to show my appreciation of other creators and maybe to learn something new. You know, everyone has other techniques or uses shadows in a different color combination or a different way than you do. So I'm also excited to use these videos as a learning opportunity. Next, I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. Most of my eyebrow products are from NYX. They just make really good stuff for your eyebrows, and I just fill in some gaps with this. Next, I'm using the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Pen, and I just use this to draw in some individual hairs, especially like in that front and back part. Next, I will be using my Dior Forever foundation in the matte formulation. I really enjoy this foundation. It has been my favorite for 2 or 3 years now. I really enjoy this product. It's lasting very long on my skin, and it actually looks very nice. I'm just putting it on a little bit, and I'm blending it into the skin with this sponge. I hope you don't hear the background noise. There's still construction work going on in my street. I haven't posted a video in quite a while now. I mean, my last video technically was on last Sunday, the Lethal Cosmetics collaboration with Avatar: The Last Airbender. But the weeks before that, I didn't post anything at all. I didn't have time to film a lot the last weeks. Like, I didn't have a time to film at all. I'm a college student, but not a normal. Like, it's not like normal studies. It is extra occupational. I don't know if it is the right word or what I'm trying to say. I had to Google it. But, you know, I'm working a part-time job, and I'm also like studying on a college. I do it all from home. Like, I go to work and then I come home and I do my my studies, and sometimes that takes up a lot of time. I mean, it is like a part-time studies and a part-time job. You know, sometimes I just have a lot to do, especially if like I have upcoming tests or I have to write a paper or something like that, and so I didn't have a lot of time to film because of that, because I had to learn for some tests. Oh my god, this is so dirty, it's kind of disgusting, but I'm using my Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer, and I'm just putting it a little bit on here and here. And right now I'm studying economic psychology, and it's a very interesting field. This semester I had quite a lot of, you know, psychology. Sometimes it's a little bit more about economics, sometimes it's a little bit more about psychology. I really want to do a great job with my study, especially with the psychology stuff. It's very interesting for me, so I'm just investing a lot of time to make a good job with that. And some things like YouTube or other hobbies I have to set them back for a while if I have to learn a lot for my studies. And I actually wanted to do 2 videos a week, but that's way too much for everything what I'm doing. 2 videos a week is way too much, so I have decided to go back to a video a week and maybe a short or 2, and I think I will be fine with that, hopefully. I need to try that out. If it doesn't work, I will just post every other week, but my studies are a little bit more important to me than social media. Okay, so I'm quite happy with how my foundation and my concealer looks. So I'm using my Fenty Match stick in Amber, and I'm putting it on a brush a little bit, and I just use this to contour and bronze up my face a little bit. So I was studying marketing before changing my studies to economic psychology. I changed my studies because I think psychology is way more interesting than marketing. I decided to study economic psychology because it's very interesting, and you can help a lot of people with that degree. Because as an economic psychologist, oh my god, I'm saying that so often, it's weird, you're the experts for people in the company. Like, you can work in HR, and you can actually make things better in the company for the people. You can implement strategies to make working better for everyone and to motivate people. You also could work in sales. That's a possibility too. You can do a lot with that degree that I'm currently working on. And also the possibilities what I can do and in which fields I can work after finishing that degree are very appealing to me. That's what I'm doing right now. So, but before I use a powder blush, I of course have to set my face. I'm just using my Laura Mercier translucent powder on this powder proof. For blush, I'm using the Lunar Beauty Nude Prism blush palette, and I'm using the shade right here. It's called Zay. The look that I'm doing today is very colorful and very bright. So I just want to use this very neutral blush shade, and I actually love a brown blush. It's so pretty. To highlighter next, I'm using my House Labs highlighter in the color Sunstone. I really enjoy this product. For highlighter, I always use like a bigger fluffy eyeshadow brush. These are too big for me to use on my eyes. I prefer smaller brushes, but these are perfect for highlighter. So I just put this on the high points of my cheek, and I really enjoy this highlighter. It has just such a nice color. It gives you a really nice sheen, but it still looks quite natural, and I really enjoy that. What I love to do next is just to go back in with my blush brush and blend my blush and my highlighter together. Next, I'm using my MAC lip liner in Stripdown. And then I'm using my liquid lip balm from Rare Beauty in the shade Nearly Neutral. I really enjoy this product and the color is just so perfect. Now I want to recreate Kerry's eye makeup and I'm so excited for this. I am applying my Urban Decay primer portion. I have to say this is still my favorite eyeshadow primer. I don't know, I like this more than the Sigma eyeshadow base. And I think one reason I like this more is because this is clear and the Sigma eyeshadow base is actually a little bit too dark for me. And I mean, there are two neutral colors that you could use. I use Persuade because I have a cool undertone. It's just 1 or 2 shades too dark and I don't enjoy that. And other one, the Ignite shade, is yellow toned and I think that just wouldn't look nice with my skin tone. Sometimes I have the problem that it is creasing on me. I don't have this problem with my Urban Decay primer portion. I really enjoy this primer. She has this purpley blue shade in her outer corner. So I'm using the Winter Wonderland palette by Cosmic Brushes, which she also used. And I'm starting with the shade right here. It's called Cold. And I'm building this up in my outer corner. Okay, I'm debating on whether or not to use this shade or this shade next. But I think her blend looks quite purpley, so I will go with this shade. And now I'm questioning my choice for the first shade because that looks a little bit more blue on her. But I will just go with it now. So I'm taking the shade Blanket next. And she really smoked this shade out and gave it a really nice blend. This is actually very light. Question is it too light for what I'm doing? We will see. This will not be a perfect copy, but that's not the goal. I just wanna have fun recreating this look. So I actually will go in with a little bit more of that Cold shade. And I think I will bring it in just a tiny bit more into the crease. I'm quite happy with how that looks. Now I will apply the same 2 shades on my lower lash line. So I'm starting with the shade Cold on a very flat brush and I'm putting it just in the very outer part of my lower lash line. Then I'm taking Blanket and I'm taking Blanket on a flat but still a little fluffy brush. I love this kind of brush to just blend on my lower lash line because with a brush like that you can blend your lower lash line very nicely without getting a shade all over your cheek, which with a rounder brush happens like all the time to me. I think that's a technique I found for myself that works very well for me. And you see it blended the shade out very well without getting purple all over my cheek. For the green shade, I'm going into my Earth palette by Lethal Cosmetics. Do you focus? Yes. This is a very pretty palette and I'm going to use this shade right here. It's called 575. I start by putting this shade here in the front part of the crease and I'm leaving a tiny gap for that turquoise shade she was using. I really do enjoy the Lethal formulation as well. They also have very nice matte shades and I am so grateful that I was able to try out so many new to me brands in the last few months. Honestly, I enjoy all of them. I don't know which one has my favorite formulation. I enjoy them all. I think I want to use this shade right here called Passing Sam. And I will just take a tiny bit of that and deepen this green up ever so slightly. I'm just taking a fluffy but clean brush and I really want to blend this deeper green into the lighter one. Now let's take a turquoisey shade, and I think I will go back into the Winter Wonderland palette, and I think maybe I will try this more pastel shade right here. It's called Crisp. Just taking it on that brush I blended the green with, and I'm applying it between the purple and grungy green shades. I think that looks quite nice, but I think I need something a little bit deeper than that. On the same brush, I want to take a tiny bit of that peaceful shade. I think that helps blend these shades together a lot. I really enjoy this look. I love these very cool tone purples together with that grungy greens a lot. It's so pretty. So for her lower lash line, she placed the green shade quite in the middle. Then she brought her inner corner highlight down on the lower lash line as well. So I'm applying the 575 shade now on my lower lash line. And I think for the lower lash line, I don't want to deepen this shade up. I just leave it as it is. And then I'm mixing the crisp and the peaceful shade, and I just blend all these shades together. Next I'm doing the cut crease, so I'm taking a tiny bit of my concealer, put it onto the eyelid, and I look up so we get that mark where I have to cut the crease. I did this on the one eye, and now I quickly will do it on the other eye as well. So I just clean off a lot of the concealer that's on that brush, and I will use it to apply the shimmer shade. I think she put this shade all over her lid, but I could be wrong. So I will use this shade. I'm taking it on my brush and I will spray it, and I will put this all over the lid. Even if it's not the right shade, I really enjoy it. For her inner corner, she used a very light turquoise shade, so I'm going to get into my Lunar palette by Blend Bunny, and I'm taking this very light pastel turquoise shade called Lost at Sea. I'm taking this on a pencil brush. I put it in the front of my eyelid and in the inner corner, and also on the front of that lower lash line. I actually will use a shimmer from the Blend Bunny palette. I will use that shade right here, that In the Bottle shade. Just putting this on the same brush, give it a spritz, and putting it here in the front part, and also on my lower lash line in the front. I absolutely love putting a shimmer shade on my lower lash line. It's just so pretty. I think for a final touch, I want to use a deeper shimmer in the more outer part of my eyelid, and I think I want to go into Atmosphere. I'm just putting this on the same brush as the other multi-chrome, and I'm just tapping it between the matte purple and the first multi-chrome we put down. Now we'll go in with my tiny blending brush and a little bit more of that first shade we used called Cold. Blend this together with the shimmer shades. I'm very happy with how this turned out. I will just put on mascara and a liner in the waterline, and then I will be right back with the finish. This is the look, and I absolutely adore it. It's so stunning. Please check out Kerry's channel. I will link it down below. I will also put a link in the description box to her other socials, like her Instagram. Please follow her. She's such a sweet person, and she's doing a lot of very creative, very stunning makeup look like the one I recreated today. She's very talented with her makeup. I really enjoyed recreating this makeup look. It's so pretty. I think she also did like a little liner in the cut crease to make the cut crease more prominent. I don't feel like doing that. I will just leave it like that. I'm very happy with it. yeah, so if you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up, maybe leave a comment, and please check out Kerry's channel. As I said, she's a great person and she's very talented with makeup and very creative. I think if you enjoy my content, you will definitely enjoy hers as well. And yeah, I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!